Hey, 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 this is the antisocial socialite back at it again. I am out on the road, so sorry for all of the background noise. Shout out to all of the returning friends and new subscribers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are new to the channel, you have not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for, darling? Hit that subscribe button, smash that notification bell, so when I get to running this mouth, baby, you are in the loop. You see the title, you know what time it is. Why individuals like Kassie West need to stay out of black people's problems. Now, I was already planning to do not a live stream, a pre-recorded video on this because Kassie West, the white lady that was bigged up by Crystal and Kerrigan, and since then I've come across another video by a white lady weighing in on the Kevin Samuel situation has come out, and I wanted to try and take the advice, which was, stay away from long videos, try to do like a 10-minute thing, script it, and I'm like, I'm too undisciplined for that, and I just need to shoot straight from the hip. Now, since then, Kassie has responded to Jessica X. And when I first saw these videos, I wanted to do this video, I know the background noise is probably a lot because of the wind, I'm really sorry. I literally was going to go in. But since then, the fire has died down. Some of the talking points that I had have probably flown and gone with the wind, so maybe I should have taken the notes in. But since then, I've just come across another video where Kassie went. I think that's a bit clearer now. Can you stop? Where Kassie West has now responded to Jessica X. All right. I don't want to swear, but I'm like, Kassie, you're taking the mick now, and you need to step out of black people's business. Okay. You need to leave it alone. The reason why I get so irritated by somebody like Kassie weighing in on this conversation is very simple. With all due respect, I love my white subscribers. Yes, I actually have a couple of white subscribers, and they know I love them dearly. But there is a system called white supremacy that keeps black people suppressed, and it is enabled by feminism, white women supporting black women, or black women being the dogs of white women attacking black men. I don't even know how I'm going to say this nice, because there is no nice way to say it. Okay? Kassie weighing in on this situation when it's none of her business. Now, I get it. With this new video that's come out, Kassie said, I don't understand why you men are coming in my comment section, obviously black men from the manosphere, and you guys are attacking me, saying, why am I getting involved in a racial issue? What Kassie doesn't understand, actually, let me scrap that. Kassie knows very well what she's doing. Because when you go to Cassie's channel and you look in her subscriptions, you see the trifecta of black men hating B words: Chrissy, Sinji, and Chrysalin. She follows these women and knows exactly what talking points to use in order to get black female subscribership. Let me just forget this, because to be honest with you, this isn't even about Kassie anymore. When you go over to Cassie's page, she has comments. Kassie has got Christian people in her subscription base, and I don't care if she sees this. I might even at her in the title because she needs to know. She has red pill content in her subscriber base. And I was looking hard to see how many black women were in that subscription list. And it took me a good minute to find one black person's channel in that subscribers list. And when I did find it, I nearly fell down when I saw who it was. Because I can't understand why a conservative white woman is out here subscribed to Cynthia G, who spends all day calling white people people of no damn color. What do you get out of watching Cynthia G, Kassie? Please explain that to me. What do you get from Cynthia G spending all day telling black women that black men are damn broke and dusty and defeated by white people? You're a conservative Christian. What do you get out of that, Kassie? My irritation is more with Kassie than the other woman, because I can't even remember what her name is. I have to go back and look for the video. I wanted to do a live stream on it. But Crystalline then did this video with this man about his marriage for white people. And this was a video I actually wanted to cover, not because of Crystalline, because she wasn't in the picture. We all know that video just dropped. But I'm going to review it in relation to Crystalline now, because you can see where black women are coming from when they complain about the shortage of black men. Two people have brought this video. This is a digression. Two people have brought this video to my attention regarding Is Marriage for White People this book. One person on Instagram, one person on YouTube. And I said, you're telling me about statistics. The statistics do not tell me causation. I am telling you the causation, and then you're telling me basically black men are just defeated and dusty. They're inherently no good just because they have black skin. And I said, no, the statistics prove how effective white supremacy has been. I'm walking down the street full of houses, and I don't know if these, the streets full of white people. I don't even care at this point. Your statistics don't mean anything to me, because the statistics do not tell me why black people are defeated, or why the black man is conquered, or why there's a shortage of eligible black men. All it tells me is that's what's happening. So now the Kassie video has to go on the back burner because we got to talk about that garbage. Now I've turned around and seen she's making a response to Jessica X. The only reason why Kassie is making a response to Jessica is because she saw how Chrissy was going at it with Jessica and how much traffic those videos generate. Because if you go over to Kassie West's channel and look through her videos, a lot of them do not have high view count. For the number of subscribers she has, her view count is not high for a lot of her content. It's only when she makes red pill content that you see a lot of people coming out to talk on those videos. So she saw how many people were generating traffic through this Kevin Samuels fiasco, and she decided to jump on that bandwagon, and now she's getting a lot of pushback. But what really irritates me is how the comment section for that video is full to the brim of thirsty, desperado black women who are so eager to get validation from a white person. You are the same ones talking about black people are defeated and how much black men are actually the white men of black society. And as soon as a white woman gives you the least bit of validation, you're kissing up her ass like she's the second coming of Jesus Christ. Go over to that video and all you see is pure black female faces. But then these are the same ones that have the heart to say it's black men who are the ones who wish they were white men. A lot of these black women are a real disgrace. This is why a lot of people say black women are actually the right hand of white supremacy, who are going to these white people for whatever. I don't even know. That's what I tell you, I can't script the thing, fam, because I've got to say it straight how I see it. I don't know who I'm more upset with. Kassie for jumping on the bandwagon because she wants clicks and views. I don't care how much you say it wasn't for clicks and views. You saw that there was a train and you decided to hop on it. Talking about, oh, this woman. I was going to do this as a pre-recorded, but there's a video. I might still do it as a live later. I'm out on the road. I'm on the phone, so I can't screen share. But if you go back, I think it's 9 months ago, the same Kassie West insinuating that an older man with a younger woman is more like a predator and a creep, has a video saying why men should actually date younger women, or why younger women should be open to dating older men. It's biological, he's more wise, he's more established. These are her own words. And Kassie is married, yes, with 3 kids. And she said herself, I did not start dating till I was 21. Emotionally and romantically, I was inexperienced and immature. That's me paraphrasing it. Shout out to George Golden. What's good? What gets me is the fact that Chrissy, Cindy Paris, Tonya, and Kerosene all hate white women. Any other time they'd attack her. Exactly. That's why I said to you, these women are so confused and hypocritical. They're so driven by hatred for black men. Their logic doesn't even make any sense to them. You cannot be so blinded by white validation. And I say that with love and respect because we're talking about individuals and we're talking about system. On a micro level, there's lots of white people we love. I have white people in my friendship circle and, you know, that I love dearly. I love them, they love me. This is not about race per se. But when you're talking about a system, it's like Jordan Harbinger telling a black woman, leave your 13-year-old at home with pizza. It's okay for you as the black person to do that low-level stuff, but he wouldn't want that for his own people. And the black people are so desperate. Well, not black people in this instance, it's the black women who are so desperate for white validation, they cannot separate the meat from the bone and see that this man is leading you down a dark path. Because when you leave your child at home 13 with pizza and CPS take your children, are you going to call Jordan to come and get that child back? No, you're not. So this argument doesn't make any sense. Now Kassie is backtracking on what she said how many months ago about a woman should be with an older man. Why? Because she is emotionally immature. Don't think emotional immaturity is something limited only to black women. I know I did a whole video, but this is not limited to black women. That's why Kassie had to go and get her a younger man, because intellectually she is on the age group of a younger guy. Cassie's man is younger than her because she could not cope with being with a man. That's why when Kassie did the video and Crystalline highlighted it, she's like, I could never imagine being in my mid-20s with a man in his mid-40s because that would creep me out. Because Kassie is immature. And because she personally couldn't manage being in a relationship with somebody emotionally, mentally, and financially stable because he was older, even though she previously has said in a video, if I can be bothered to go back, I will go back. Salute, fam. Nice to see you. Long time no see. Shout out to Brownbird. What's the scoop, anti-expressive today? Bruh, this Kassie chick, right? Yeah, she's on a joke ting, fam. She's on a joke ting. She's on a joke ting. And you know what? Yeah, when I feel I should just do this more often. Just come outside, grab the phone, and go live. Because once I'm in the mood to talk, then I just talk. I was going to do a pre-recorded so this doesn't get long, until I opened the phone and see the Kassie chick that was on Crystalline's, Crystalline was bigging her up. She's now done a response to Jessica X talking about people beefing with her in the comment section. And then you've got the whole, I told you, the flying monkeys, the swarms of flying monkeys are now in Kassie West corner fighting Jessica X. Black females fighting another black female to defend the honor of a white woman, even though you know white women don't even like you, bruv. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Crystalline just the other day turned around and said, black women, you have to be careful of those white women in the workplace. So how is it not even 2 weeks later, you're bigging up a white woman on the internet? Make it make sense. One Love, how you doing? It's nearly 6 in the evening here, but I know where you are. It's probably a morning. And I almost lost the will to make the video, because at the end of the day, it is what it is. Until I saw the Jessica X thing, and I said, nah, you're riding on a coattail, and somebody needs to call you out on your BS, Kassie. Stay out of black people's business. I don't want to use the word stupid, but we got to keep it all the way 100. Black women sometimes are so stupid. They are so desperate to tear down a black man. They don't even see the white woman they're latching onto is sinking them under the quiet. Let's just keep it raw and 100. The white people, with all due respect, shout out to the white Asian guy parking his car. But if he's white, I wouldn't care at this point. The white people know keeping black people divided keeps us poor. No matter how much white people say we will protest on the front line and Black Lives Matter and we put the sign in the window, if you ask them, would you like to change your color and go through our struggle? the only thing you will hear is crickets. Whether it is conscious or unconscious, these people know and understand that they benefit from the privilege of a certain color skin. Can we just keep it all the way 100? Cassie, can we? You know, and I know that in this Western society that is governed by white people, if you are white, you will get a little bit further. The door that gets closed on the black person often gets held open for you. So why are you interjecting yourself in a conversation that has nothing to do with you? I get it. You can say, I didn't mention skin color, but you and I, Cassie, have unique problems. And the fact that Cassie decides to pick somebody like Chrissy and Cynthia G to take information from, don't get me wrong, she's got Candace Owens in there as well. And she can say, I'm a conservative Christian. That's why I like Candace Owens. But apart from that, whose voice do you really think Cassie is taking notes from? Where do you think she gets those talking points from that appeal so much to black women? When you yourself, at some point I have to do it. At some point, I will pull that video where Cassie herself said, as a woman, it makes biological sense for you to get with an older man. 6 months, 9 months later, when you see that gravy train about to pull off, you hop on it talking about, oh, I find it creepy to date a man 20 years older and he's delusional. So these white women need to stay out of black people's problems, because a lot of the problems that black people have in the West are perpetuated under the quiet by those white people. And I say it with love and I say it with respect, but it is what it is. If you are the dominant society, it does not behoove you, it does not benefit you to make the playing field level. That just is what it is. Now, that don't mean to say we got to go vigilante style, kamikaze, run down the street like Rambo, killing off all the white folk. That's not what I'm saying. Most people have to thrive under white supremacy because at the top, it's white folks up there. The owners of the businesses, the owners of the banks, the owners of a lot of things, that's what they look like. It's like ladies laughing. This is nothing personal. See, she's going to start running. It is what it is. There is a system at play. And these people know in order to maintain the position of dominance, for there to be a winner, someone's got to be the loser. And guess what? The loser card, the black person took that short straw. So when Cassie's running her mouth talking about it's creepy, I don't understand why black women cannot eat meat and spit bone. Can you just be objective? Pull up your big girl panty and screw your head on straight and look and see when the person is singing the tune you want to hear, only to send you a little bit further? Because at the end of the day, you don't want to date an older man because when he's established, but then you're complaining that you're dealing with a young boy who's broke. So now what, black woman? I think the expression is rock and hard place. You've got broke men who are young and you're repulsed by older men who are established. And there's no path of white folk beating their door, a path to your damn door. That's why you're out here single. Because you let these women online spin you around like a friggin' top. Oh, I'm glad I got that off my damn chest. These people are a joke. These people are a joke. Crystalline is the same one who just a week ago was telling you, do not be careful of these white women. And the very same white woman that Crystalline is warning you against, she's extolling on her damn channel. And all of them go running over there to give her praise and props. I'm so glad you see our struggle. I'm so glad you see what we're going through. I'm so glad you see your pain. Jessica's this and Jessica's that. And she's just rubbing her hands together, laughing like she saw Derek Jackson playing you guys like a damn fiddle. She sees Stefan Labossiere, who I think, you know, he realized people are coming for his neck soon as well. I know Obsidian doesn't play to cuss him off. She saw, oh, if we lie to these black women, she saw Anna Bay. And she sees how Anna Bay gets worshipped simply for giving the black woman a prop here and there. And they all come flocking. Oh, my white savior, my white mother, thank you for seeing our pain and our struggles. Thank you for validating us. But yet it's the black man that's supposedly the white man of the community. You guys are on a joke thing. You guys are on a joke. Right, let me try and get through some of these comments because, boy, yes, you should. To be honest with you, I've said what I needed to say. Okay, I just wanted to. I didn't because I can't upload clips and embed them. Otherwise, I could just do a quick pre-recorded thing. But if you go over to the channel, you will see the video there, and it's like 6 months, 9 months ago, whatever it was. Kassie knows what she's doing because she's subscribed to a number of channels so she can spin that rhetoric. She knows exactly what talking points to say and to use in order to come across like she really gives a damn. My issue is this: white people don't care that much. If they cared, they wouldn't still be systematically oppressing black people. And to see these black women, you know, running behind Jordan, running behind Kassie, running behind anybody that will basically check Kevin Samuels for them, lets you know you don't have common sense. Because do I agree 100% with everything Kevin says? No. But when I look at the bigger picture, the thing is this: a lot of people, this is why black women always stay losing. They want to win the battle and completely forget about the war. Okay, even if you get Kevin Samuels shut down, are you still going to have a man at the end of that conversation? No. Because what you've been doing for the past 30 years, Crystalline shows a video from 1968, so we're talking about more than that, 50 years, has not worked. Whatever you've been told by Oprah, Stefan, Derek, Crystalline, Chrissy, Sinji has not worked. You are still single. So what's the point to tear down Kevin because he's hurting your feelings? And you think the white woman's going to get you married? Bruh. David West was on Jessica's panel last night. David West needs to go and sit down and stop running behind his older woman's batty. Go and sit down somewhere trying to defend the honor of your wife. Go and sit down. That's what he needs to do. He's going back and forth with Obsidian, I hear. That's what made me kind of prick up, because Obsidian said he was going back and forth with Kassie West's wife. Why? Because obviously you've got the women coming to Cassie's, you know, praise, and then you've got men saying, like, why are you getting involved? And she's like, why are you trying to make this a race issue? You're projecting the fact that you're low value men onto me. Every talking point that Cynthia G and Chrissy like to use, she knows exactly how to word the argument to appeal to black women to get their support and their subscribership. And these black women don't even see how they're complicit in their own demise. We just got to keep it all the way 100 out here. You ain't never lied. Not on a live stream. Shout out to Brown Bird. But in this instance, I'm telling the truth, bruv. In this instance, I'm definitely telling the truth. Them type of people are enablers in this beef. But remember, George Golden says, but remember, Chrissy Kerrison and the rest also look up to Candace Owens. Owens is living the life they want. Yeah, Candace Owens is living the life that they want on paper. But black women are confused and they are... Black women are conflicted, because on the one hand, they say they want the stability, they want the traditional gender roles, but at the same time, a deep part of them cannot let go of the power and the control. And this is why they always have problems with the topic of submission or, bragging about their careers and their education. They have a real problem with this topic because they cannot let the power and the control in the relationship go to take that back seat and let the man lead. Whereas Candace Owens is not conflicted. Yes, she's accomplished. Yes, she's educated. But when she goes home, I'm pretty sure Candace is more of a wife and a mother first, and then she's a political figure and somebody in the public eye second. A lot of these black women cannot take the second position. That's why they cannot function in a relationship with a man. The reason why they look up to Candace is because she's successful on paper, she's got a good career, whatever, and at the same time, she got her a white man. But Candace knows how to play the game straight. A lot of these black women don't. Kassie West's husband, David West, was on Jessica's panel last night. It was a great debate. GC was cooking her husband on Jessica's panel. Good. Because at the end of the day, you're being intellectually dishonest thinking that this is an argument between a man and a woman. This is why after white men responded to black women, this is another intellectually dishonest talking point that people like Kristen like to use, that, men of other races don't talk about their women like this. The men of other races, they're running in with their capes for every woman of their race. Like, please, just stop. Because the first time I heard the expression bastard baby maker, whelping bastards, and, single mothers are only good for pump and dump, was all white faces. I didn't even know a black sector of the manosphere existed when I first came into this. Okay? So this whole big lie that it's only black men complaining about their women, please, can you stop? Okay? There is a completely different set of issues that govern the black community, because although the West is very gynocentric, yes, it is heavily influenced and indoctrinated by feminism, you also have an added component in the black community of the matriarchal structure. This is why Kevin is getting the backlash. I don't need to say it here because everybody here knows what time it is already. In the black community in the West, you are not allowed to critique your mother or criticize her in any form of way. You always have to pay homage and reference and deference to black women, no matter how wrong they are. No matter how much they are accountable for their actions, should be accountable, they can never be held accountable. This is why Kassie needs to stay out of this situation. This is none of your business. Because we have a complex set of problems that are unique. And this is why out of MGTOW, Ibmore was born. Because a lot of those white men who had issues with their own women were also racist. And a lot of the black men who were MGTOWs realized they cannot operate with these white people because they do not like them. And they went off and started Ibmore. And then the black manosphere was born because obviously there are unique problems to black people. So Kassie out here talking about, I just need to elevate my mind. And I started thinking better about myself, and then I got a husband. You got a husband who was doing probably less than you and was younger than you, because you were not intellectually and emotionally mature enough to deal with the older kind of man. In the black community, we have a huge problem with this concept of dating older people because we are so used to all dating around our own age, even when that is not economically viable. Someone making a holy good noise behind me. Just because I'm talking doesn't mean to say me and this guy is talking to nobody. Oh, he's talking to this guy on the street. Wow. Cross over because I don't know who these people are. So yeah, here to talk. DJ, now you're never here to talk. You're here to listen and to look. Where am I? George Golden, but the thing is, they don't mind marrying an older man when he's white. Exactly. The goalpost always moves because at the end of the day, they can't face the fact that they have this institutional disrespect. They have low-level contempt and dislike for black men. And every which way, everything the man does, this is why Kevin is wearing a suit, Kristen is tearing down the suit, laughing with all these guys saying you don't have to wear a suit to be high value. But then these are the same women that will date a goofy looking white boy who doesn't even own a pair of sneakers and say he acts like a man. This is the hypocrisy. We don't want an older man because that's creepy and perverted, but a lot of them, they don't mind being, you know, approached by older white man, as you say. We don't want a man that doesn't make a certain amount of money, but Gabby Sidibe is minding her white man. Can we keep it all the way 100? Yes, Gabby dated down. From a financial standpoint, she dated down. I don't care how much you love him. Financially, she dated down. Do I need to get the whiteboard? People out here on a joke thing, fam. But it's extra bad I had to hear an 18-year-old North American Negro girl say the same thing to them women say. Why are you so ridiculous? Yo, where's that block button, man? I need to get this guy blocked. I'd pay to go and see her do stand-up just to tell stories and roast people. I wish I could roast people. If I could roast people, I'd have more views. Because, you know, black people, they like all that effery, man. They love it. You talking some constructive stuff out here, these black people not listening. You looking at me for? You say something. Two people all up in my business. You come out here saying something cool, calm, and collected. There ain't no eyes on that, man. I guess they never heard Tom Likas. Yeah, she mentioned Tom Likas and compared, you know, hobgoblin under the bridge troll looking ass Tom Likas. Tom Likas looking like Jabba the Hutt out here with Kevin Samuels. Bruv, if you don't, yo, just go. You, the black women in the comment section, and all of the swellers, go. Go. And Tom Likas has got women. That's the thing. As Tom Likas looks like Jabba the Hutt, Tom Likas has 20-year-olds on his case. So what case are you really making, Kassie? Thanks. What case are you really making? Tom Likas has millions. It doesn't matter what he looks like. There are women that will still go with him because they want that money. The rules are not the same, Kassie. And please tell me what Kevin actually said or did that was wrong. Up to now, all the people that Crystalline has brought to counter Kevin have actually confirmed what he said. From the fact that we want women from abroad because they're socialized differently, that's Jordan, he's got a wife from Asia, to the fact that, you know, this guy Lance said, I don't want a single mother. I want to build my own legacy and pass it on to my own kids. These people do not have average women, they have average and above. Now she's brought on this guy, Banks, to talk about his book, Is Marriage for White People? And what did he turn around and say? The reason why in part there's a shortage of black men is because of racism, economic disadvantage, social disadvantage, like, you know, exclusion from the workplace. Crystalline couldn't counter that because she knows it's true. But because she wants to paint the narrative that the black man is just inherently no good, she quickly glossed over that part of the conversations to start talking about something else in the book. We're going to get into it tonight. I couldn't do it last night. If I was any more tired, I'd be dangerous. So I was like, boy, I got to sleep. Because, you know, most of the people here, you guys are in the States. So when it's 12 here, I know it's like a decent time for you guys over there, but I couldn't do another 12 till 3, bro. Could not. That chick was so lost. Which one, Kassie or me? 18 and sounded like she was 30, 40. This chick ain't nothing, man. I'm on fire. Yeah, bruv, I wasn't even getting ready to just say, you know what, the moment's past, just leave it. But when I came and saw that she's beefing with Jessica X, I said, this is a straight up clout chase. And you know full well that black people have unique problems to white people. The playing field is not level because we are behind. And white people systematically close ranks to help black people stay at the bottom. So when you're getting involved in this situation, You have no business in it. You can try to paint it as, I'm just trying to defend a low self-esteem white or black woman. She's just a woman to me. She's just a woman to me. A sisterhood, let's come together. Yo, don't let me have to call you the B word out here, because we know this ain't no sisterhood. Because you were the same ones lying in court and saying black men did this to you and black men did that to you. So don't give me that nonsense. Tell you, that's why I got this, bruv. I wish I was online, bruv. I could type 2 pills in the comment section so you guys could know. You know, this rant was sponsored by a lack of Xanax. If you care, send any form of drugs at this point. Anything. I'll even take medication for diarrhea. It's fine. I just wanted an excuse to say diarrhea. Finding a single black woman with no children in my age range is next to impossible here in America, and I'm 42. Exactly. And when Cassie's out here talking, I'm sure she was childless when she got with her man. But she's bigging up black women's dysfunction, knowing full well that the very dysfunction that she's encouraging black women to engage in, she herself would not do it. So look at these white people on the other side of the road. Stop looking. He's not looking. I'll allow you this time. You get me? No, when I saw facts, a straight clout chase, I said last night she's trying to pull a Justin Timberlake and come up off the black culture. Yeah, because a lot of her videos don't have a lot of traction. For the number of subscribers she has, her videos don't have a lot of traction. But when you look, you notice that the red pill ones, they do get a lot more views. And so she understands if there's a trending topic in the manosphere, she can use that as an opportunity. So I'm not saying go over there and abuse her. You can just go over there and have a quick look to see what exactly she's talking about and the titles of her videos. Like I said, I went into that subscription list and I was shocked who I found in there, because I'm thinking, what the hell as a white woman do you get out of listening to Kassie? What exactly? An ability to make engaging conversation where you appeal to the emotions of insecure black women, possibly? Because that's what all these people are doing. For Kassie to turn around and say that Kevin's making money off of humiliating black women, at this point I'm like, and so what? As if no one's seen World Star. As if Instagram doesn't exist. Black people are quite happy humiliating themselves every single damn day on social media. So what if he makes 2 shillings off of that? But it's funny, you don't have a problem with playing on their insecurities for the same money. It's funny, you don't have a problem humiliating black men every day for the same money. But I have to do a Kermit, and that's none of my business. There is no sisterhood, none. Heard of Cain and Abel? The lot is a Jane and Mabel. Facts. This is why when you look at people like Kassie, when you look at people like Crystalline, none of them can come together with any remote coherent message or consensus, because they are so divided. As I've said before, and a lot of people have pointed out, how the hell can you be a dark-skinned advocate linking up with somebody who's got a white husband and mixed kids? How? And then you've got somebody who has, hatred for white folk dealing with somebody who's got a white husband. These women are a mess. And all they're doing is spinning all of their subscribers around like they're on a merry-go-round. And they're so desperate for the littlest bit of validation that I'm done. Baby mama's trying to get married late in life is the obvious dissonance in question, hence the hullabaloo. Exactly. A lot of these women are like Jessica. They realize now that after they've had their fun, they can't just come with the whole we're a complete package argument and anybody and everybody is running to take them up. And she only started making 6 figures 3 years ago, when the guy making the guy that she had the kid for maybe doesn't even have 5 figures. Stats have shown that a lot of these women who are claiming child support, the child support average is so damn low, which means that the men are not even making 10,000 a year. So what 6-figure man are you looking for? Like I've said so many times before, you can want what you want, but are you prepared to do what you have to do to get what you want and keep it? And a lot of these women are not. That's why they're damn mad. So I appreciate everybody that came through. I don't know if I'm going to probably touch on it later. When I do another video, we can just quickly run through it. You know, obviously Saturday, it's a shame, it's Boxing Day. So I know everyone's going to be busy, and I don't want to go live when I'm at home with all my friends and family and things like that. So yeah, but at some point we will touch on it. But tonight I will try my best to do the crystalline kerosene video with this guy. Is marriage for white people. I just want to shout everybody out. Thanks so much for coming through. Why does no one talk about Kerosene's all black first daughter who strips and is into bukuku, bukaki, what? And golden showers? The thing about it is this, to an extent, you don't really want to drag the daughter into it. There were people who, when they first found out that because when I heard about Crystalline's nature boy type situation, I automatically assumed that they were all black people. I didn't even know that she was like the concubine to a white couple. That's when it went super weird for me. Now, obviously, she's an adult. Although she's Crystalline's child, she has the right to do whatever she wants. I don't know how much her being raised in this situation and what her mother may have said to her about her father or that situation influenced it. It could have just been the luck of the draw. I don't know. So a lot of people said, don't come at the daughter. There's a limit to how much I can really say if Crystalline is an advocate for femininity and lifestyle, how much the daughter is a success or a failure of that. I don't know. We all know that kids can be raised in a particular environment and come out great, and other children raised in the same environment just go off the rails. So I don't know. It's like children in the attic. Take it easy and thanks for the show. I know, I need some blood pressure meds. No, I'm joking. I need to get this off my chest because I'm just like, okay, the first video, you can say you just wanted to comment on a viral video, but now it's evident that you're really just clout chasing out here, and we have unique problems. The point I really want to drive home is this. With all due respect, we love our white friends, we love our white family, I love my white subscribers. I have to say that every time because I don't want to come off as a racist and someone flagged the video, yada, yada, yada. But at the end of the day, with all due respect, white people are not your friend. Why do I say that? Because people are naturally tribal. They naturally want to gravitate towards people that look like them. Very few people do not see race first. And there's nothing wrong with that. We're not saying these people are bad for thinking and feeling like this. But at the end of the day, black people in a white land have unique problems. And those problems are facilitated by white folk because it's in their best interest to keep the structure the same. So when you have white people weighing in as though our lives are equal and similar and same, that is disingenuous. Because we know from I was a child growing up that if two people, a black man and a white man, go for the same job, even if they are equally qualified, often the white man will get it. That economic disparity, that educational disparity, racism, institutional racism, white supremacy, however you call it, it helps to keep people who are black in a lesser position. And people who are poor don't want to get married. They don't have the resources. They don't feel like they're ready. People don't want to marry them because they know they're going to be broke. So keeping black men and black women apart, keeping black men in a suppressed position, as much as you are free, obviously we know that people are starting to thrive. A lot of people are breaking out of the poverty mindset, yada, yada, yada. So obviously there is economic growth in the black community, especially with black men. But we cannot deny the fact that there is a system in place that is helping to keep black people not only separated, but economically disadvantaged because there's a lot of money to be made keeping black people apart. So when Kassie weighs in, she just needs to weigh back out. And with the daughter is a public figure. Her daughter was abused in some way, shape, or form. Possibly. If only they had the same energy when it came to having kids. Who? White people black women or what? Again, that's why I'm saying to you, this is why, for example, the comment about Jordan with the pizza and the kid irked me, because I was a latchkey kid. A lot of people they were, and you know how it feels to come home to an empty house. Maybe there's no food, there's no supervision, or you've got to go over to people's houses. Things happen, and it's like you're selling something that you wouldn't even buy yourself. Okay, it's just like the situation with the flip flop and the bonnets at the school. You have white women co-signing it, but they would never do it. They okay low standards for black people that they would never keep for themselves. And then afterwards, when we are looked upon like, you know, the savages that just wandered out of the bush, then afterwards we're like, I don't understand why when white people said it was okay. Sometimes you need to say, as much as you think that's funny, I have a higher standard than that. That's not what I'm on. But the black women who go over to Kassie are so desperate for a white woman to give them the pat on the back. They don't even realize she's sinking them silently. She's shaking with the one hand with the dagger behind the back in the other. Whether she consciously knows it or not, I'm not saying this is necessarily even malicious, but she's not qualified to speak to black problems because, you know, I'm not trying to say Kevin is some type of messianic figure, but he's really exposing a lot of the mental dysfunction in the black community that means we cannot come together in some type of harmonious way, from the delusion to the fact that men need to do better, to the fact that, you know, there is a racist system at hand, to the fact that, you know, you have women who have standards that they cannot meet. You know, all kind of things are coming out of this dialogue. So for her to make black women who are starting to take one step forward take two steps back, I'm going to tell Kassie, you need to back off and stay out of it. And I wouldn't say that if she was saying the same thing as Kevin, obviously, that's biased. But at the end of the day, even Crystalline has fallen on her own sword because every high value man convinced it. So with that being said, black people, black women, again, it's a cultural thing. We have a culture that says certain things are okay. I can't remember, I was thinking about something today about the same thing with the children. I can't even remember what it was. One of the live streams I did, somebody came on and said, you know, nobody plans to be a single mother. And something came in my mind about that conversation again, that we live in a society that has women like Brandy singing songs about being a baby mama. There's a reason why they're elevating T.I.'s daughter who got pregnant. There's a reason why they're elevating all these people in the black community, whether they're actually black, but you know, from you operate a certain way, you're automatically deemed a member of the black community, like Cardi B. There's a reason why these women who go down that path, they make sure they elevate them, because they understand that black people come from a broken family structure. They're not used to seeing people in two-parent households. So these kind of women are heralded as some kind of hero. Even if you say to somebody in the black community, or a black female, let me say it like that, do not become a single mother, the conditioning outside of the home is so strong, through the TV, through the media, through the school system. Even this guy was talking about changing up the family structure in order to incorporate homosexuals, gay marriage. This Banks guy, he did talks talking about how you need to challenge the traditional family structure, and said that he thinks it's a good thing that they have sanctioned gay marriage. Him. So out of all of the men Crystalline could have picked, she made sure she picked one of them. These effeminate guys who will pander to women.
No.
I'm wandering in the back streets. Okay. So these women, they use George says they use black women and the men as entertainment. They want us to say or do the things that they're too cowardly to do for themselves. Look at talk and court shows. Exactly. This woman will come across like a friend to black women, and these women cannot even separate what is in their interest from what goes against their interest. They're so desperate to suppress and to silence the black man, they don't realize how much they're silencing and sinking themselves. So that's all I got for this one. I really appreciate everybody. George, oh, DJ, on Free Thought, shout out to you, because I'm a Fury, Manu, 1-2, Brown Bird, appreciate all of the support. Who else? Who was at the top? Scroll up. Yeah. One love, shout out to you and everybody who joined, everyone who's catching this on the restream. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Share this video with somebody who needs to see it. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.